from Texas, so I don't really understand these New York winters that you have, but it's okay. But it's an absolute honor and a privilege to address you all this evening. Before I begin, I'd like to thank Mr. John Wang, the Asian American Business Development Center, and all the caterers and performers and all the other support staff for crafting this beautiful celebration. So let's give a big warm round of applause. Now, the question I always get is, who is this kid? And valid question. I am the son of Chinese immigrants who came to this country with nothing more than a dash of hope and determination. And like so many other immigrant kids, I revere my parents for their sacrifice and for all they have given up so that their kids can be part of that shining city on a hill. Now, while my Asian heritage is a point of pride for me, I'm also proud to be a young person. At just 16 years old, as Steve mentioned, I founded Dream for America, an organization focused on winning the battle for the soul of America's youth and inspiring young Americans to advance democratic values like freedom, democracy, diversity, equality, and economic opportunity. And in just 18 months, since I was just 16 and now I'm 18, we have raised $500,000, have volunteers signed up in all 50 states, have generated 300 million social media impressions, and have become the youngest organization invited to attend the 2024 Democratic National Convention. And although we're focused on young people, it's not our age that matters, it's the age of our ideas. And over the last several years, I've noticed an alarming trend of stemming from the surge of illiberalism. Millions of young people and Americans at large have drifted towards anti-intellectualism and developed warped perceptions and opinions about politics, our society, and our culture. From losing trust in government and denigrating public servants and institutions to doubting the value of science, history, and education, that leads to an erosion of compassion and empathy and trust, degrading our social norms and distorting human behavior that leads to anti-Asian violence, the scapegoating of minority communities, increasingly harmful and toxic political rhetoric, and so much more. And so much of our work at Dream for America revolves around what I call the 3 C's, which is chapters, creators, and conferences. Our chapters will change what it means to be a liberal on campus by offering students a positive, pro-democracy vision for America. Our content creators online will create original podcasts, short films, documentaries, and other types of digital content, tailor-made for young people to correct the record and challenge extremist ideas and narratives. Our conferences will expose young people to tremendously intellectual and inspiring speakers, but also provide students with the tools and the connections they need to effectively battle right-wing extremism. And so at Dream for America, we're looking to inspire a new wave of informed young citizens who will become the educated, intellectual, and well-spoken future leaders we know they can be. And Dream for America is the fastest growing liberal youth movement in the country. And over the next several years, we hope our work will shape a more free, diverse, and democratic America. Because what we need at this time is common sense and rational leadership from Americans of every star and stripe and everybody in this room, especially investing in young leaders and the right organizations at a time of apathetic and irrational extremism. In my view, politics at its worst stirs up the darkest elements of our society, driving us towards hate, towards division, towards bigotry, demonizing our Constitution, our institutions, and each other. But politics at its best calls upon our better angels and all of us and inspires a nation where anything and everything is possible. So that's the promise of America that drew my parents and your parents and your grandparents and so many millions of other Americans to our shores. So I'll conclude with this. The year of the snake brings wisdom, intuition, and intelligence, and calls upon us like a snake to shed our skin, to let go of the past, and embrace new opportunities. And the Asian American community's contributions to our country are vast and vital. From laboring on the Trans-Pacific Railroad and building the cultural center believe in its promise of what it is, what it has been, what it can be, and what it will be. But there's still more work to do. More for this community to do to fight for more recognition, more representation, and more respect. And so that's why it's so important to honor our heritage, respect those who came before us, and uplift Asian leaders of all walks of life and all aspects of American life and culture, and inspire future generations to choose the right path and lead with courage and conviction, not fear and division. The best America is not behind us. The best America is yet to come. Thank you so much. Happy New Year.